I think that there's an argument to be made for what BuzzFeed did. I think that, I respect the New York Times' decision and the Washington Post and CNN's decision not to proceed with it because
they reported on it, but they didn't
report on the details because
yeah.
they are, in the Times' word and in sourcing's words, unsubstantiated. And I think that is true. That said, if the Times is going to come out with a banner headline 10 days before the election that reads, that there's a new bombshell investigation into what may or may not be new related emails on in the Clinton orbit, I think that, and then we proceed to report out every single detail. This is information that was briefed by the four top U.S. intelligence chiefs to both the president and the president-elect. That in and of itself, one might think, gives license for us to share some of these details to the public.
That to me is, I think, the conversation worth having. That's a really, really good point because, even in the BuzzFeed piece, they weren't even so sure that the author of this dossier was even a former spy. They even say that. And so for us to take that as pure fact, I think would maybe be a little sloppy. But to your point, like, Hillary Clinton did no wrong. That was the finding. That's where we landed. She did no wrong. And yet we know how much damage that letter did and how much the speculation and the email issue in general did to her campaign. I mean, that was a huge issue. So to take unsubstantiated claims and all of a sudden start acting like we're above that, I think is disingenuous.
Yeah, I mean, the flip side of the argument, of course, that the Times is making, and I also respect that, is that if you're going to put out unsubstantiated claims, that is really at the core of what this fake news problem is about, putting out something based on an anonymous source that is not only unsubstantiated, but unverifiable, right, in many ways, unless we have British or American intelligence coming out and corroborating it. So, what is our job in the press? I think my personal opinion on that is to be forthright in terms of what we can and cannot verify. But I don't think it's necessarily our job to deny readers those details.